Hello student. First of all, congratulations for completing your school education and welcome into the world of 10 plus 2, which is often called as junior college or higher secondary education. I welcome you all in KB Rohmare Junior College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Kopergaon. I am Pangavane SS. Will teach you information technology. Now, you have stepped into the new horizon of education, which is waiting for you. In these golden years of education, you are being exposed to many new technologies and skills. The skills which you will acquire in these 2 years are definitely going to help you throughout your life. You all are blessed as you are born in this new era of technology and digital world, where the word impossible made it I am possible, where I stands for internet. Use of information and communication technology made your life pleasant and comfortable. It is often seen that to handle the technology is quite easy, but nobody is bothered to identify the knowledge and programs and the cons of the same. Okay. Now, see, in our information technology book, there is a combination of theoretical as well as practical skills. The skill oriented practicals, which are called as SOP, will give you a peek into the world of digital technology. You will certainly master a specific skill set which will help you further to enhance your higher education or job opportunities. Then, in this book, the new technologies of learning by doing are incorporated such as quiz, do it yourself, activity sheets, which will promote through provoking skills within you. The different activities sections in this book will definitely improve your logical, analytical and creative skills. You will learn about emerging technologies of the digital world, which is the need of the era. Okay. Student, the information technology is the optional subject for the second language. You have an English subject which is compulsory, and apart from that you have to select the second language. For that you have the option to choose Hindi or Marathi, and again you will have the third choice. Instead of selecting the second language, you can choose the information technology. Okay, this is also for the 100 marks. Now listen, there are 4 theory chapters in information technology and 6 types of skill oriented practicals which are called as SOPs, okay, which contains daily computing in LibreOffice. Then second one is web designing, which is the part of HTML5. Third, client side scripting, which consists of JavaScript. Fourth type, accounting package, it is GNU Khata. Then fifth type, digital content creation, which contains GIMP and Inkspace, okay. And last one, that is DBMS, having PostgreSQL. So these are the content of theory and SOP. Now we will see the marking scheme of the examinations and how many examinations you have to give into academic year, okay. Continuous assessment during academic year. You have to face different examinations. At very first, there is a mid-test first, which carries 25 marks. Then, before the end of first term, we have the terminal examination, which carries 50 marks. Then, after term end, when the second term starts, at that time you have to face the mid-test second, which also carries 25 marks like first mid-test, okay. And then before the end of second term, we have go through the annual practical examination, which carries 20 marks, and annual theory examination, which carries 80 marks. So here, during a single academic year, you have to go through 200 marks of examination, okay. Now this 200 marks will get divided by 2. You will get the average marks out of 100. Now here you required that 35 marks from 100, okay. Then see sample question paper format for mid-test first and mid-test second, which carries 25 marks, okay. Here in question number 1 for mid-test first and mid-test second, in question number 1 we have a question fill in the blanks, which carries 5 number of questions having marks 5. Each question carries 1 mark. Then question number 2, it contains state true or false, having number of questions 5 and marks 5. Here also each question contains 1 mark. Then there is a question number 3, multiple choice, 2 correct answers. Here there are total number of questions 5. Each question carries 2 marks. In this way, question number 3 is for 10 marks. Then there is a fourth question, which contains sub question A or A. Here you have to write a program using HTML, or one more program, write a program using HTML. It contains 2 number of questions. Here you have to solve any one from these 2. You will get 5 marks. So here there is a total of mid-test examination is 25 marks, okay. Then sample question paper format for terminal examination, marks 50, okay. Here you will see question number 1 contains fill in the blank, having number of questions 5, marks 5, okay. Each question contain a single mark. Then question number 2, state true or false, contains number of questions 5 and marks 5. It means that again for single true and false 1 marks. Okay. Then there is a question number 3, multiple choice single correct answer, which contains 10 number of questions and 10 marks. This one is also having 1 mark for each question. Then there is 4th question, multiple choice 2 correct answers. It contains 5 number of questions. It carries 2 marks for each question. So here the question number 4 is for 10 marks. Then question number 5, multiple choice 3 correct answers, which contains 2 number of questions having 3 marks for each question. Total 6 marks for the question number 5. Then there is question number 6, match the following, which contains 4 match the followings having 4 marks. And in question number 7, answer in brief, it contains 8 questions. You have to solve any 5. Okay. And it contains 10 marks. Or here in question number 7, you will have 2 programs. You have to solve that 2 programs if you are not solving the answer in brief. So in this way, it contains 50 marks for the terminal examination. Then we come to the annual examination, sample question paper format for annual examination. It contains marks 80. Here there are total 8 questions. First question, fill in the blank, having 10 number of questions and marks also 10. 1 marks for each fill in the blank. In question number 2, state true or false, which contains 10 number of questions, marks also 10. 1 mark for each true or false. Okay. Then question number 3, having multiple choice single answer. Here there are 10 number of questions and 10 marks. It means that it also contains 1 mark for each multiple choice question. Okay. Then there is a question number 4, multiple choice 2 correct answers. Here there are 10 number of questions. Each question carries 2 marks and total mark of question number 4 is 20. Okay. Then there is question number 5, multiple choice 3 correct answers. Here you will have 2 number of questions. Each question carries 3 marks. So the question number 5 is having 6 marks. After that, question number 6, match the following. It contains 4 number of questions and 4 marks, means 1 marks for each match the following. Okay. Then in question number 7, answer in brief. Here you will have number of questions 8. Among these 8, you have to solve any 5. Each question carries 2 marks. Okay. So the final weightage for question number 7 is 10. Then there is a question number 8. Now here you have a 4 programs. 8 question is divided in 2 parts. Question number 8A and question number 8B. Again, question number 8A is divided into 2 questions. It have option for 1 program, and in question number 8b, again you will have the option for the program. So see, question number 8a contains write code in HTML or write code in HTML. So these are the two programs are given in question number 8a. Here you can solve any one from question number 8a. You will get 5 marks for the single program, and in question number 8b again you will have the program write program in JavaScript or write program in JavaScript. Here also you have a choice to solve one from this one or this one. Okay, here you can solve a single program, you will get 5 marks. So in this way the annual question paper format contains 80 marks of evaluation, and after that you will have a practical examination. That practical examination contains 20 marks. Okay, it contains a single program into your practical examination. Okay, so this is the continuous assessment during the academic year. Here throughout this 200 marks, your average marks are converted into 100. Okay, and you require 35 marks for the passing. Thank you. Let us see chapter first, basics of information technology. First, an introduction to information technology. Okay, information technology has great influence on all aspects of life. Almost all workplaces and living environments are being computerized, and the use of information technology is being enhanced. Okay, so we all are aware of nowadays there is a period of COVID-19, and we cannot come for learning outside our homes. Okay, you all are at your homes. So in this situation, not only the technical teachers but all the teachers are using the information technology for delivering their lectures. Okay, and you are also aware of the people who are working in different types of industries. They have to come to their homes because of this COVID-19. Okay, the people who are working in IT sectors, they are doing their works sitting at home. They are doing the regular work which they do into their offices. Today they are doing that work sitting at home. Okay, so this is the influence on us also. Now see the definition of information technology. Information technology encompasses all of the technologies that we use in order to create, collect, process, protect and store information. It refers to hardware, software and computer networks. In another word, we can also define the information technology in this way. Information technology is the process of creating, gathering, storing and retrieving of information from one place to the other. Okay. Then there is the next term, ICT, Information and Communication Technology. ICT concept involves transfer and use of all kinds of information. ICT is the foundation of economy and a driving force of social changes in the 21st century. Distance is no longer an issue when it comes to accessing information. For example, work from home, distance learning, e-banking and e-governance are now possible from any place with an internet connection and a computing devices. Okay. So we all are aware of today there is a situation of COVID-19 pandemic. Okay. Due to this situation, we are not going outside our homes. So many people are doing their work sitting at home. So that is called as work from home. Okay. Now you are also listen us on your mobile, on your laptop, or if you have a desktop computer and internet connection, then also you are listening us or watching us on your laptop, desktop, sitting at home. Okay. So that is the part of ICT. Okay. Then we can do the different types of transactions or paying of bills like mobile bill or your electricity bill. You can pay it using e-banking or you can pay that bills by using the PhonePe or Google Pay. So that is what? It is nothing but the concept of ICT. Okay. Now see the term which comes in information technology, that is data and information. Now the first term, data. It is being said that the term data and information are interchangeable and mean the same thing. However, they are not same and there is a difference between the two words. Data can be any character, text, word, number or raw facts. So listen carefully. Data can be any character, text, word, number or raw facts. Okay. However, information is data formatted in a manner that allows it to be utilized by human beings in some significant way. Information is a data formatted in a manner that allows it to be utilized by human being in some significant way. Means that information is a processed data. Information is what? A processed data. Okay. Now see the example of data and the example of information. Here you can see that example of data: Umber 1234 XYZ MG Road, Calcutta then 9111111 84084. Okay, then when this data is processed in a significant way, it will be the information. So see here, example of information: XYZ 1234 MG Road, Umber 84084, Calcutta, and then this 9111111. Okay, so this is what the processed data, which is called as information. Okay, in the above example, the data appears to be a set of random words and numbers. However, when data is interpreted, organized and formatted, one can tell that it is contact information of person named as XYZ. So you can see again, when this data is processed, okay, then we can say that it is the information of a person named XYZ. See again, here you can see this is XYZ. So this is the name of that person, okay, XYZ. Here it is the address of that person, 1234, located at MG Road, okay, and Umber 84084, Calcutta. Okay, so this is called as information. So this information is nothing but the process data. Again, you will remember, data is what? Any character, text, word, number or raw facts, and information is nothing but the processed data. Thank you.